I'd like to illustrate the idea of function notation using this example here. Let's say you need 10 gallons of water, be it for maybe a month for your household for drinking purposes, making tea or coffee or whatnot. Let's say the input variable here is the price per gallon, denoted by the letter P, and the output variable being the cost for the water, denoted with the letter C. So the idea here is, what are the associated costs for these price per gallon amounts for 10 gallons? So the idea, hopefully you're in agreement to find your cost for 10 gallons at that per gallon. You multiply by 10. So each of these can be found pretty simply here. So this would be $5.90. That would be $6.90, that would be $7.90, and $8.90. The idea here that we want to show you is there's an equation that represents this input and this output, and the idea here, hopefully, is pretty simple, that we can calculate a cost by taking each of these values and multiplying by 10, or in general, taking a p-value and multiplying by 10. So we can denote that by this, 10p. So your cost can be calculated by taking 10 and multiplying by the price per gallon. All right, so this is an equation. This is actually a function here. Each input value is assigned one unique output. So this table represents a function, and this equation represents this function as well. And so we want to show you about function notation. When we do have an equation that represents a function, we want to talk about function notation. So the idea here is, in function notation, here's what it looks like. I'll give you an example. Take the function name, in this case f, it could be any lowercase cursive letter. The function name, in parentheses, the input variable, and the manner in which we calculate outputs. So all we did from here to here is replace the output variable C with f of p, that's pronounced f of p, equals 10p. So the idea here is, this is an equation notation, this is function notation. And so each of these values here can be written in function notation or calculated this way. If I was going to calculate an input value of 0.59 using function notation, I would do this. Replace P with the cents of the price per gallon amount and calculate, meaning multiply 10 and 0.59. So I would get $5.90. So this statement here is read this way: f of 0.59 equals $5.90. And so f could be thought of as the association of this set of values with this set of values. So again, f is the function name, and this answer is written in function notation, but hopefully this helps you get introduced to the idea of function notation.